Today, being as summer's on its way, I'm going to show you the Charnwood Fireball. Okay, now the Charnwood Fireball is something a little bit unique on the market. I don't think there's anything else like it here in South Africa. It's basically a flat pack, self-assembly fire pit for your garden. Okay, now that may be quite an unusual concept for most of us, but I'm going to assemble one today, show you what it's about, and yeah, it might be something that you're keen to put in your garden or on your patio this summer. Okay, so let's start by unboxing it. It weighs 8 kilos. I'm going to do it like this so that you can actually see what's in the box. Comes, as I say, flat packed, so it's very easy to ship and it makes for a nice gift. Now, when you open up your box, what you'll find is you've got a series of laser cut plates like this, made from British mild steel. Okay, it's important to note from the start that these plates are raw steel. The intention is that they oxidize, as you'll see in the video clip. Adds a character to the product, and yeah, so if you open the box and you see there's little spots already starting, that's neither here nor there. That's absolutely fine. To quote the instruction manual, it says that this iconic piece is cut from mild steel and supplied as a flat pack kit, making the perfect present for someone who enjoys a small project. The satisfaction of building this product is all part of the experience. All that is required is an hour of your time. I think you can do it in less than an hour. A sturdy pair of gloves, because you are handling steel, a pair of pliers, and a hammer. Okay, so from there on, you've got your instruction set, and if any of you have ever lived in Europe and purchased a piece of furniture from IKEA, you'll know how this works. You read the instructions. Just to give you a little bit more information, we'll take the plates out. There are various layers of plates, so that's one layer. And you can see here are the other layers. And what's important to note is that in here there is a little piece of steel which is marked with little numbers on it. And those numbers are your angles to help you to fold these items to the correct angle when you're assembling. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a fast forward. I'm going to assemble this and then we'll have a look at it once it's assembled. The first step is line each piece on its back with the serial numbers and the imprinted numbers facing down. Okay, you'll see the numbers are on the tabs. Using the tool provided, I'm setting the angles as instructed. So okay, I've stopped the time lapse. So here's where we're up to. These large pieces I have now bent using the little tool provided, okay, to make sure my angles are correct. Also, you might have noticed on the time lapse I didn't have gloves on. Obviously that's a precaution because this is laser cut, so it's not super sharp, but you would want to be careful. So we're going to move on now and start to now bend the dome shapes using the angles again to get us into the right sort of shape. Wrong. Okay. All right, everybody. So typical. So the reason I'm struggling here is because I've got the angles wrong. So you see the short tabs should be 90 degrees. The long tabs should be 140 degrees. So I'm just going to adjust all of those. That's why I'm having to adjust it as I'm doing it. I thought that didn't make sense. Okay, you get the idea. Good, read the instructions. Okay, let's do the rest. Okay, so this is the last one, so I just want to give you one last demo. So what's important is to, as stated in the instructions, which I didn't read correctly, so the short tabs are 90 degrees, okay, so there's my 90 degree angle. This one's a little bit more, okay. My long tabs are 140, okay. So you might have seen on the time lapse that I've just adjusted those. Makes it so much easier. And then all you're doing is you're just meeting up these tabs. See this one? And in actual fact, it locks in quite nicely. So you see it locks in place like so. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. And then all I've got to do is take my hammer, give it a little tap, and it's nicely locked in. Yeah. Okay, these guys should fit in here, like this. Yes, that's looking like it's going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'll do this one, probably fast forward it, and then we'll do the others on time lapse. Okay. Done. Our first section. That is going to be the bottom. If it helps, there's the little Charnwood insignia, the little flame, and that goes on the bottom like that. So now you're going to watch me in time lapse fit the other ones on. There it is, finished. I don't know how much you could tell from the time lapse, but I did have to make a couple of adjustments along the way because I was rushing to try and do the video, and as a consequence I cut a few corners and I paid for it. Okay, so the lesson learned is take your time, read the instructions. It might come across as a bit complicated, but it's well worth taking your time to do it as recommended. Use the little tool which helps you to get the angles right on all of your bends. That also pays off. Don't just do it by eye like I did. But anyway, once it's finished, it looks like this, and it's really cool. What's nice about it is when it's you know, on your patio, because of the shape, not only is it radiating plenty of heat, but you're not getting bucket loads of embers and sparks flying everywhere. It's pretty well controlled. So in an outdoor environment, that's quite a good thing. And also it radiates and contains the heat quite nicely. I mean, remember a fire pit, you're sitting there, it is radiating heat, but a lot of it's going straight up. Because of the little shape of this, it helps just to, you know, help to try and distribute that heat a little bit better. But we like it. I've had mine for 3 or 4 years, and it's still going strong. It is untreated steel, so it's meant to oxidize over the course of time. But if you want to, you know, extend the lifespan of your product, then obviously take it in during the winter, so it's not sitting in a puddle of water. Because obviously it won't have as long a life if you do that. But that's it. Yeah, it's really cool. Great because it's in a flat pack. It's great for a gift. So if you're thinking of, if you know someone who likes a little project and who would like the fun of building one of these, then consider this for a summertime gift for them. And yeah, we've got plenty in stock. Chat to your local Charnwood distributor if you want more information. All right, thanks for watching.